Have you ever wondered why your legs don't feel as steady as they used to, even though you take regular walks, eat well, and try to stay active? Maybe getting out of a chair takes a little more effort. Maybe the stairs feel steeper than before. And maybe deep down you're starting to wonder, is this just aging? Here's the honest truth. Walking is good, but after 65, it's no longer enough. Not if you want to stay strong, not if you want to move with confidence, and not if you want to protect your independence for the years ahead. In this video, I'll share with you 5 powerful exercises that go beyond walking, each one designed to ease joint pain, rebuild strength, and improve balance. And please watch until the end, because exercise number 4 is a little-known secret that's helped so many older adults feel younger, steadier, and more in control again. If you're curious to discover what your body truly needs to thrive, not just survive, type the number 1 in the comments to let us know you are watching. And if this topic speaks to you, hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss a new health tip that could change your life. Now, let's begin. Exercise 1. Gentle water exercises, a lifeline for aching joints. Imagine this. You wake up, your knees are stiff. Stepping out of bed feels like dragging bricks. And every time you try to stay active, even a short walk, your joints protest. You're not lazy, you're not giving up. But pain has a way of stealing your motivation without you even realizing it. If that sounds familiar, let me introduce you to one of the most overlooked yet powerful forms of exercise for people over 65, water movement. Water isn't just relaxing, it's healing. When you step into a pool, the water supports your body, lifting the pressure off your knees, hips, and back. Suddenly, movements that once felt painful, like lifting your legs or turning your body, become possible again. Not only that, they become pleasurable. According to the Arthritis Foundation, seniors who exercise in water experience up to 40% less joint pain compared to those who exercise on land. That's a life-changing difference. Why? Because water provides natural resistance without the harsh impact of concrete or hard floors. Every step you take, every movement you make in water strengthens your muscles without straining your joints. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 71-year-old woman from Ohio. She used to be a walker. Every morning she strolled her neighborhood with pride. But when arthritis set into her knees and hips, even crossing her living room became a struggle. She stopped walking. She stopped gardening. She stopped smiling. It felt like my body was slipping away, she told her doctor. One day her neighbor invited her to a local pool. Margaret hesitated. She didn't swim. She didn't feel confident in a swimsuit. But with a gentle nudge, she agreed to go. That first day, all she did was walk slowly through waist-deep water. No fancy moves, no pressure, just movement, gentle, supported, pain-free. Within 2 weeks, she was lifting her knees higher. A month later, she was adding gentle arm swings. By the end of the 2nd month, Margaret wasn't just moving, she was glowing. Her pain lessened. Her sleep improved. She said it was the first time in a long time that she woke up without dread. You don't have to swim laps to benefit from water. You don't need expensive classes or athletic gear. Just a pool and a willingness to take that first step. Here's how you can start. Begin with slow walking in water that's waist to chest high. The natural resistance helps build strength gently. Add simple leg lifts, raising one knee at a time slowly and carefully. Hold onto the pool wall if needed for balance. Try arm movements like gentle swings or small circles under the surface to engage your shoulders and improve circulation. If you enjoy it, work your way up to 20 to 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. You can even just stand in the water and sway side to side. Every movement counts. Every minute matters. And the best part, the water doesn't judge. It meets you where you are, whether you're stiff, tired, recovering, or just trying again after years of inactivity. Water has a way of reminding you that your body is still capable, still responsive, still yours. So if walking has become painful, if your knees whisper not today, or if you've been sitting out because of fear or fatigue, consider stepping into the water. Not just for exercise, but for relief, for renewal, for the simple joy of moving again. And if Margaret could do it without swimming, without confidence, at first you can too. Have you ever tried water exercises before? Or are you curious about how it might help you? If this part speaks to you, comment the number 2 below to let me know you're still watching and you're ready to explore this gentle healing path. Now let's move on to the next powerful exercise, one that builds strength in a way walking never could. And if your goal is to feel steadier, stronger, and safer, you won't want to miss it. Exercise 2, strength training, the real secret to staying independent. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever found yourself holding onto the wall while walking down the hallway? Just in case. Have you hesitated to go outside on a windy day because you weren't sure your legs could hold you steady? Have you started avoiding stairs, curbs, or even crowds? Not because of fear, but because of instability. If you nodded yes to any of these, please know you are not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck this way. Here's the truth that many doctors don't say loud enough. Strength training is the single most effective way to fight the loss of muscle, protect your bones, and prevent falls as you age. And yes, it's safe. And yes, you can start small. And yes, it works. In fact, research shows that older adults who do light strength training 2 to 3 times per week can reduce their risk of falling by up to 34%. That's a big number when you consider that falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries for seniors. Now let me introduce you to Frank, a 75-year-old former carpenter from Wisconsin. Frank wasn't weak. He had worked with his hands and back all his life. But retirement came and so did stillness. He didn't notice it at first. A little less walking, a little more sitting. Then one icy morning, he slipped just stepping off his porch. No major injury, but a big wake-up call. I started feeling like a shadow of who I used to be, Frank said. I avoided uneven sidewalks. I held onto chairs just to get up. His doctor mentioned strength training, and Frank's first thought was, that's for bodybuilders. But then he learned the truth. You don't need heavy weights or a gym. All you need is a little time, simple tools, and a lot of heart. Frank started slow. He used a dining chair and 2 soup cans. Each morning, he practiced sitting down and standing up 10 times without using his hands. He lifted the cans slowly, one arm at a time. He wrapped a resistance band around his legs and gently pushed outward. That's it, 10 minutes a day. Within weeks, he noticed he wasn't pushing off furniture as much. He stood taller, walked steadier, and perhaps most importantly, he felt like himself again. So how can you get started? You don't need fancy machines. Here are safe and simple strength exercises you can do at home. 1. Sit to stand chair squats. Sit in a sturdy chair. Place your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Cross your arms over your chest or let them rest in your lap. Now slowly stand up, then sit back down. Try 5-10 times. This builds your thigh and core strength, the muscles that keep you steady. 2. Arm lifts with light weights or water bottles. Hold a 1 to 3 pound dumbbell or a filled water bottle in each hand. Sit or stand tall. Slowly lift your arms out to the side shoulder height, then lower. Or try forward lifts. Do 8-12 reps. This improves upper body strength and posture. 3. Leg extensions. While seated, straighten one leg at a time and hold it out for a few seconds before slowly lowering it. Repeat on each side. This targets your thigh muscles and helps with standing and walking. 4. Resistance band press. Using a resistance band, place it under your feet while sitting and hold the ends. Slowly curl your arms up and then lower them. You can also do leg presses or side steps with the band. Resistance bands are gentle on joints but effective at building strength. How often should you do it? Start with 10 to 15 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week. Focus on slow, controlled movements. Listen to your body. Progress gradually. Even a small amount can create real change. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. And here's something many people don't realize. When your muscles are stronger, your joints don't have to work as hard. That means less knee pain, better balance, and more confidence with every step. Frank now walks 3 blocks every morning without fear. He no longer avoids steps. And last winter, he shoveled his own porch carefully, proudly, and without a cane. If he can do it, so can you. Have you tried strength training before? Or are you just starting now? If this section inspired you, type the number 3 in the comments to let me know you're still here and that you're ready to grow stronger, not just older. And don't go anywhere yet, because next we'll explore a beautiful flowing form of movement that helps not just your body, but your mind. It's gentle, calming, and could make you feel younger in just minutes a day. Let's move on. Exercise 3. Tai Chi or gentle yoga. Movement that restores more than the body. There's a moment sometime after 65 when you start to notice the little things. Reaching down to tie your shoes feels tighter than before. Turning your neck to check behind you becomes a slower, careful process. And sometimes stepping over a curb or climbing into bed feels like it takes more thought, more effort than it should. These aren't signs of failure. They're signs of a body that's asking for a different kind of care, gentle care that listens, moves slowly, and heals deeply. That's where Tai Chi and gentle yoga come in. You may have seen groups of older adults moving slowly in the park, their arms floating like leaves in the wind. Or maybe you've heard about yoga helping with flexibility, but thought, that's not for me. I'm not that strong or that bendy. But let me reassure you, you don't need strength or flexibility to begin. You just need breath and patience. Tai Chi and gentle yoga are about balance, flow, and inner calm, something we all need a little more of as we age. And they don't just feel good, they work. In a 6-month study, seniors who practice Tai Chi regularly reduce their risk of falling by up to 58%. That's one of the most powerful results ever recorded in fall prevention, and it came from movements so gentle, they look like slow dancing with the wind. Let me share the story of Helen, a 72-year-old retired librarian from Oregon. For years, Helen struggled with chronic lower back pain. It was always there, dull in the morning, sharper by evening. Gardening, her favorite hobby, became too painful. She missed digging her hands into the dirt, planting tomatoes, watching them grow. But the bending, twisting, and standing just hurt too much. One day, her daughter sent her a DVD called Chair Yoga for Seniors. Skeptical but curious, Helen gave it a try. The first session was simple. Sit tall, close your eyes, breathe deeply, gently turn your head left and right, slowly roll your shoulders, lift your arms, fold forward just a little, then come back up. No sweat, no pain, no pressure, just movement, kind, thoughtful movement. Within 2 weeks, Helen noticed her lower back wasn't screaming every morning. Within a month, she was sleeping through the night without tossing. And by the end of the 2nd month, she was back in the garden, smiling, planting, and feeling like herself again. So how do you start? Tai Chi and gentle yoga don't require special gear or flexibility. You can do them standing, seated, or even holding onto a chair for support. Start with simple breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale gently through your mouth. Then try a gentle forward bend while seated. Just let your arms fall forward. Relax your neck, then slowly rise. Or do a slow arm circle, imagining you're tracing a cloud. The key isn't doing it perfectly. The key is showing up and breathing through the moment. Here's what these practices can do for you. Improve balance by reconnecting your mind with your body. Ease back and joint pain by releasing tension. Calm the nervous system, helping reduce anxiety and blood pressure. Enhance sleep so your nights feel restful and your days feel lighter. And perhaps most importantly, they give you back trust in your body. Trust that it can move. Trust that it can heal. Trust that it still belongs to you. If Helen could return to gardening after years of pain, imagine what you could return to. If this part of the video resonated with you, if you're ready to move gently, breathe deeply, and feel like yourself again, please type the number 4 in the comments below. Let me know you're still with me, because next we'll explore an exercise that's perfect for those who need joint relief, but still want to build endurance and heart health even from the comfort of your living room. You won't want to miss it. Exercise 4. Stationary or recumbent biking, a smoother way to stay in motion. When your knees ache with every step, when sidewalks feel more like minefields than walking paths, and when the fear of falling makes you pause at the front door, you begin to wonder if movement is still possible. Let me reassure you it is. But maybe it's time to stop walking harder and start moving smarter. For many older adults, especially those with knee or hip issues, stationary or recumbent biking is one of the best low-impact exercises you can do right from the comfort of your home. Unlike walking, biking doesn't force your joints to bear the full weight of your body. Instead, it allows your legs to move fluidly, your heart to stay active, and your muscles to stay alive, all without the pounding and pressure. Let me tell you about George, a 72-year-old retired mechanic from Minnesota. George used to love walking. Every morning after breakfast, he'd stroll around the neighborhood waving to neighbors and soaking in the sunlight. But as arthritis crept into his knees, those walks grew shorter, then painful, then non-existent. "I still wanted to move," George said, "but my body didn't want to cooperate. The more he rested, the weaker he felt. His legs lost strength, his confidence dropped. Even simple things like walking to the mailbox became an ordeal." Then one Christmas, his daughter surprised him with a stationary bike. "Just try it," she said. 5 minutes a day." Skeptical but curious, George gave it a shot. At first, he pedaled slowly, just 5 minutes while watching the morning news. There was no pain, no stumbling, no fear. A week later, he increased it to 10 minutes. Within a month, he was riding 20-30 minutes a day, feeling stronger, lighter, and more energized. His knees still sensitive, but no longer the enemy. His spirit completely different. So how can you begin? It's simpler than you think. Start with a stationary bike, upright or recumbent, the kind with a seat and backrest for extra support. Choose whichever feels safest and most comfortable for your body. Here's a simple starter routine. Day 1-7, pedal for 5 to 10 minutes at a relaxed pace. Week 2 and beyond, slowly increase to 20 to 30 minutes per session, 3 to 5 days a week. Keep your pace steady and smooth. No need to use high resistance. This is about movement, not intensity. The benefits go far beyond your knees. Regular biking can help improve circulation throughout your legs and lower body, lower blood pressure and support heart health, boost energy and reduce fatigue, strengthen muscles in your thighs, calves, and hips, and perhaps most importantly, restore confidence in your ability to move again. For many seniors, biking becomes more than just exercise. It becomes a ritual of freedom. You don't have to wait for good weather. You don't have to worry about uneven ground. And you never have to worry about losing your balance. You can watch your favorite TV show, listen to your favorite music, or simply close your eyes and feel your body come back to life with every gentle turn of the pedal. That's what happened to George. Today, he starts each morning with a cup of coffee and 20 minutes on his bike. He still walks when he can, but biking has become his safe haven, a way to stay active without pain. And you can begin today, not with perfection, but with possibility. If you're someone who's given up walking because of joint pain, or if you've been looking for an exercise that feels safe, doable, and effective, stationary biking may be exactly what your body has been waiting for. If this message resonated with you and you're ready to start pedaling your way back to strength, please type the number 6 in the comments below. And keep watching, because up next, we'll explore a simple set of exercises you can do from your own chair. Yes, a chair, and they might just surprise you with how powerful they truly are. Let's keep going. Exercise 5, chair yoga and seated stretching. Small movements, big transformations. Sometimes even the smallest movements feel like mountains. You sit on the edge of your bed trying to rise, but your legs hesitate. You reach to pick something off the floor, and your back reminds you to stop. In walking across the room, it's no longer automatic. It takes planning, intention, caution. If you've ever felt too weak to exercise, too tired to move, or too afraid of falling to even try, this part is especially for you. Because movement doesn't have to be hard. It just has to be gentle, consistent, and kind to your body. And that's where chair yoga and seated stretching come in. You don't need a gym, you don't need fancy equipment. All you need is a sturdy chair, a little bit of space, and a desire to keep going one small motion at a time. Let me introduce you to Betty, a 74-year-old widow from North Carolina. After a minor surgery and months of recovery, Betty found herself stuck both physically and emotionally. She needed help just to stand from the couch. Her legs felt like jelly, her back ached constantly, and every time she tried to move, fear crept in. Fear of falling, fear of getting hurt, fear of losing what little independence she still had. But Betty wasn't ready to give up. Her daughter suggested chair yoga. At first, Betty laughed. How is moving my arms in a chair going to help me stand on my own? But she was willing to try, and that one choice changed everything. She began with just 10 minutes a day, sitting upright, placing her feet flat on the ground and breathing deeply. She learned to lift one leg, slowly hold it, and lower it with control. She practiced gently twisting from side to side, stretching her back and shoulders. She rolled her shoulders, raised her arms, and even leaned slightly forward, rebuilding balance and strength in tiny doses. And something amazing happened. After the first week, Betty noticed her back didn't ache as much. After 2 weeks, she felt more stable. And after 2 months, Betty stood up from her chair without using her hands. For the first time in a year, she cried, then she smiled, then she walked across the room on her own. If you've ever felt stuck like Betty, I want you to know you're not broken. Your body hasn't given up. It's just waiting for the right way to move again. Here are some simple chair exercises you can try today. Sit to stand chair squats. Sit in a sturdy chair without wheels. Cross your arms or place hands lightly on your thighs. Press through your heels and slowly stand, then sit back down. Start with 5 repetitions. Over time, increase to 10 or 15. This strengthens the thighs and teaches your body how to rise with confidence. 2. Seated leg lifts. Sit tall. Gently lift one leg straight out, hold for 3 seconds, then lower. Alternate legs. This helps strengthen your quads and improve circulation. 3. Shoulder rolls and arm circles. Roll your shoulders forward and back. Extend your arms out and make slow circles. These gentle moves increase flexibility and reduce tension. 4. Seated side bends. Clasp your hands together and slowly lean side to side, stretching your waist. This opens up your spine and improves posture. You don't have to do them all at once. Just choose 2 or 3 to begin. Do what feels comfortable and celebrate every small success. The beauty of chair exercises is that they meet you where you are physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. Whether you're recovering from surgery, dealing with arthritis, or simply feeling unsure, this is a safe and powerful way to begin. Studies show that practicing chair exercises 3 times a week can improve mobility by up to 40% in just 2 months. That means fewer falls, easier movement, more freedom, and most of all, it means getting back to the life you love, just like Betty did. So if you've ever thought, I can't exercise anymore, I invite you to think again, because you can. And your chair might be the perfect place to start. If this message touches you, if you're ready to feel stronger, steadier, and more in control, please type the number 5 in the comments below to let me know you are still here. And stay with me, because in our final reflection, I'll share a heartfelt reminder of why every step you take matters more than ever. Let's move forward together. Let's take a quiet moment together before we close. Today we explored 5 gentle but powerful ways to move your body, ways that protect your core, build your strength, and help you feel more steady on your feet. And the truth is, aging is natural, but losing your strength doesn't have to be. Every small movement you choose today, whether it's lifting your arms, pedaling gently, or simply rising from a chair, is a quiet step toward freedom, confidence, and a more active tomorrow. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start. Your body is still listening. It just needs the right whisper. If this video gave you a new perspective or touched your heart, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below with the word HOPE or share one small lesson or feeling you're taking away from today's video. And if you used to believe walking was enough, but now see there's more you can do, type the number 1 in the comments. If you're planning to try just one of these exercises this week, type the number 2. I'll be reading every message. If this content felt helpful or comforting, please consider clicking subscribe and turning on notifications so you never miss gentle, uplifting tips like these. And if someone in your life could benefit from this message, please share it with them. You never know whose day you might brighten. As we close, I hope you carry this with you. May your steps be steady, your body strong, and your heart always hopeful. Until next time, take good care of yourself.